When we first moved to Backwoods, it had been vacant for years. The people that owned the land before us dreamt of having this as their oasis. They wanted to get away from the city and just be out here in the middle of nowhere enjoying this land and all of its beauty. In the meantime, our neighbor, who is still our neighbor to this day, rented the land for his beef bulls and periodically ran the water inside the house and used the water bowls just so things wouldn't freeze up. The grass was waist high throughout the entire property. The perimeter fence was basically the only thing that was here. The landscaping was non-existent. The house, which is the shop with living quarters, was basically a fly hotel with no one living in it for over 5 years. The beautiful property craved the presence of a young family, much like ours. I say family, but really, it was just Chad, myself, our couple dogs, a horse, and a cat. Chad and I both come from farm and ranching backgrounds. We knew that we always wanted that for our own family when it came the time. And we just so happened to fall upon this little piece of paradise that is now known as the Backwoods Ranch. Ruth, the lady that owned the property before us, knew that she always wanted a young family to inhabit this beautiful piece of land. She had many offers on the property before ours, all in which she declined. When the real estate agent told her that a young family had come to look at the property, she was elated. She came out that same weekend and met us, and she accepted our offer right in the driveway. The real estate agent laughed at her and told her that it's not how it really works, but she didn't care. She knew that she wanted us to live there. At the time of purchase, we didn't know that we were going to get into bison. But when we did, Ruth was elated. She could not even believe it. She came out one weekend and brought us all of the things that she had collected over the years for her bison and gifted them to us. As a kid, I always raised my own poultry. I had ducks and chickens, and I loved every single ounce of them. It was a huge learning curve for me as a child. I never thought that I would get back into them as extensively as I have now, but we literally have over 70 birds, and we hatch a new hatch every 21 days. So we have chickens coming out the yin-yang. We also have turkeys, ducks, potbelly pigs, hogs, and a huge quarter horse section. We have a cut flower garden that is a memorial to our sweet baby that we lost last year, and it is coming into something so beautiful. One of my dreams came true last year when we got our dairy cow, Miss Birdie. She now has a baby calf named Beatrix, and we have a bull named Colonel. Our family has grown in ways that we never even imagined. We have 2 beautiful living babies, and we have people working on our ranch almost year-round through the Wolf program. We get to meet so many beautiful people, and our lives are just filled with joy in every single aspect. Don't get me wrong, starting a ranch from the ground up is hard. It is way harder than you would think. And we have come a long way in the 6 years that we've been at Backwoods. but that has not been without struggles. We have had many triumphs, but the struggles have been even more real and harder on our relationship and our family than you could ever imagine. Our ranch is a family operation. Our kids work with us and alongside us every single day from when they wake up in the morning until they go to bed at night. They learn about the birds and the bees and everything that goes about everyday natural life, just in the way we intended. We plan to homeschool them and we want to raise them in the way that Chad and I were both given from our parents on the ranch and as wild and free as possible. We are so thankful and grateful that you are following along with our family's ranch journey. This is us. This is Backwoods.